John Paul Jones is often regarded as one of the most talented and versatile musicians in rock history, yet his contributions to Led Zeppelin have often been overshadowed by the more prominent figures of the band, such as Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, and John Bonham. Despite this, Jones's role as the band's bassist, keyboardist, and arranger was integral to Led Zeppelin's groundbreaking sound. His musical genius was a key factor in the band's innovation and their ability to blend rock, blues, folk, and even classical music into a cohesive and unique style. Jones wasn't just a bassist. He was the secret weapon of Led Zeppelin, the unsung hero whose talents were essential to the band's lasting legacy. Born on January 3rd, 1946 in London, John Paul Jones was a classically trained musician who began his musical journey at a young age. He studied at the Royal College of Music and quickly developed a deep understanding of music theory, composition, and orchestration. Unlike many of his contemporaries in the rock scene, Jones had formal training, and this education would prove to be invaluable throughout his career. He was highly skilled in playing a wide range of instruments, from the bass guitar and keyboards to the mandolin, violin, and recorder. This versatility allowed him to bring a level of complexity and sophistication to Led Zeppelin's music that set them apart from other bands of the era. Jones's role in Led Zeppelin went far beyond that of a typical bassist. While his bass playing was solid and foundational, his contributions as a keyboardist and arranger were just as important. He was the architect behind some of the band's most intricate and ambitious compositions. His ability to experiment with different instruments and sounds helped shape the band's eclectic style. On tracks like No Quarter and The Song Remains the Same, Jones' keyboard work is a driving force that adds depth and texture to the band's already dynamic sound. His use of the organ, piano, and mellotron elevated Led Zeppelin's music, giving it a cinematic quality that was unlike anything else in rock music at the time. Jones's musical contributions were not confined to just playing instruments. He was a key figure in the band's arrangements and production. He helped to craft the complex layers and textures that became a hallmark of Led Zeppelin's sound. On the band's eponymous debut album, for example, Jones's arrangements were integral to the overall sound, particularly on songs like Your Time Is Gonna Come, where his organ playing helped to set the tone and atmosphere of the track. His contribution to Led Zeppelin's music went beyond just filling out the band's sound. He helped to create the band's identity as a group that could fuse various genres and experiment with different musical elements. One of Jones' most impressive qualities was his ability to contribute to the creative process in a way that complemented the other members of the band. While Jimmy Page was the mastermind behind the band's guitar riffs and solos, and Robert Plant was the charismatic frontman with a powerful voice, Jones had the unique ability to elevate and enhance the band's material with his musical ingenuity. He was the glue that held the band together, providing a solid musical foundation while also pushing the boundaries of what the band could achieve. His work on songs like Stairway to Heaven and Kashmir helped to shape the band's most iconic tracks, adding depth and nuance to their sound. Despite his crucial role in Led Zeppelin's success, Jones often took a backseat in terms of public attention. His quiet and humble demeanor made him less of a media personality compared to his bandmates, but this only added to his mystique. Jones was content to let his music speak for itself, and he often took on a more reserved role in interviews and public appearances. However, his musical genius did not go unnoticed by fellow musicians. Many artists, including Robert Plant and Jimmy Page, have spoken highly of Jones's skills and his importance to the band's success. His contributions to Led Zeppelin were immeasurable, and without him, the band's sound would have been far less complex and dynamic. Even after Led Zeppelin disbanded following Bonham's death in 1980, Jones continued to have a prolific career. He collaborated with a wide range of artists, including Paul McCartney, David Bowie, and Them Crooked Vultures, showcasing his incredible versatility as a musician. He also released solo albums, further proving that his talent extended beyond his work with Led Zeppelin. His ability to adapt to different musical genres and styles kept him relevant in the music industry long after the demise of the band. John Paul Jones is, without a doubt, one of the most underrated musicians in rock history. While Led Zeppelin's success was a collective effort, Jones's musical genius was the foundation that allowed the band to push the boundaries of rock music. His contributions to the band's sound were pivotal, and his versatility as a musician allowed Led Zeppelin to experiment with a wide range of musical styles. From his masterful bass lines to his lush keyboard arrangements, Jones was the secret genius behind Led Zeppelin's most iconic music. And his legacy as one of the greatest musicians in rock history continues to inspire musicians to this day.